Kialo is something that's very, very interesting, particularly if you implement it over a period of time. It could be used, for instance, to measure the learning of a discussion group, for instance. And what it does, it stimulates debate. And debate, as we know, has always been structured. You're given a topic and some people are pro and some people are con. And the situation whereby people are asked to go on one side or the other stimulates debate, and an awful lot can be learned from debate. So what Kialo does is, and I'll just show you one we set up just for the sake of demonstration. Where am I gone here now? Try and find it here. What are the, so we asked the question put together earlier. Data should be collected on farms and shared universally. It's a little bit provocative. So, and we ask, we can either put it public or we can share it with our colleagues or a member of a discussion group or a member of a learning group that's supposed to, has a particular focus. And people then come up with their, I agree or they disagree. People needn't put in their own comment. They can like a certain comment or they can do whatever. And you can insert a picture here to make it more visually attractive. And it's very, very easy to use. You can, it's essentially, you just click on a box and you decide here whatever you want to write, and then you save it, and then it comes up. And it comes up in a tree. So this is the thing, this is pro, this is con, and it grows and grows and grows and grows until you have something in the lines of this. And what's very interesting here, and a very good impact assessment tool, one might say, is that you can see here in response to this original question, it doesn't matter what it is in the core here, this cohort was pro, this cohort was con. But then the pro people actually turned con, and what were the comments that actually led to that? So it's a topology, so you can really dig down and understand how conversations and learning evolves and how influence occurs. So it's a very, very interesting tool. And in a sense, it's a co-design tool because you're asking people, it is actually co-created by the participants who lend in their opinions, and we can learn an awful lot from these data. So to conclude, they're the tools that we've found convincing so far, and that we could present in an hour. We're not experts in these tools, we're learning about them. They're actually quite exciting, and I think that we're coming across techniques online that even if we weren't in lockdown, that we probably should have been using for the past year or so, or if not 2 years. So to conclude, you know, these are, we have to brainstorm, and yes, we found a translation of those online, both material and process. We need to sort our cards, we need to sort our ideas. Yes, we can do that on PinUp and Klaxoon into different categories. We need markers, we need cards, we need to be able to put cards on tables, we need templates here. Yes, we can import those into Klaxoon. We need to generate personas. We've been generating personas for a number of years. This is Farmer B, who never submits any of his, any animal who dies to the regional veterinary lab, and we can create those online free of charge. We also need to include a method to sketch out the physical appearance of our outputs before the graphic designer gets them, and yes, we can do that. We also need to generate storyboards. We've been generating storyboards for a number of years, but we contracted it out, and now we can make arguably less artistic and much less, you know, certainly less artistic, but quite professional nonetheless, with our own audio and so on online. So to be continued. We're not, as I keep saying, we're not experts. So any questions, comments, and suggestions? Thank you very much for joining us today. I'd say we will learn as much from your comments as we have learned in the process thus far. So to be continued, and thank you. And I just might note, John, you might circulate this PDF toolbox, because I'd really like if people could add to it so we can learn from their experiences. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely will. Okay, thank you, Áine. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I might just delve into some of the messages that we received while you were presenting. Firstly, Áine, is it possible to export the boards from Klaxoon?
Yes, and they are really very, very well presented. They look very, very good, and you can even apply formatting, and you can export part of the screen. So you have lots of different areas of the screen. Now, I was very ineffective in scrolling there across the screen. I don't know what happened. I seem to be able to do it before now, but something happened. But the screen is very vast, and it's usually very, very easy just to to circle what you don't want at the moment and kind of move it over, way over the side. And you can actually export portions of the large whiteboard.
Okay, thanks, Áine. Just another question from Lisa, just asking, have we trialed any of the platforms with farm advisors yet? Speaking about PinUp, firstly, we haven't. It's just something we recently came across, so we haven't extensively used it by any means at all. I've used it within the FAIRshare project, but I haven't used it with farm advisors. Áine, I don't know, have you used any of your platforms with the farm advisors yet?
No, a lot of what I showed today was involved advisors. So for instance, you know, we've used personas, we've used cards, templates, but we haven't used them online with advisors or farmers. And in fact, I'm doing this research really for my multi-actor Horizon 2020, but I would really, you know, we must engage. We have another seminar, Teagasc seminar tomorrow, and that'll be the start of that conversation, whether any of these. The Teagasc Advisory Service is coming up with their own solutions as well, along with us. So we are going to be having discussions on what we've learned across the board tomorrow or the next day.
Okay, thank you. I'll open it up to everyone else. So if you have a question for Áine or myself, please feel free to ask.